My name is Anna Monterano, and I'd like to welcome you back to my channel. Thank you for coming back. I appreciate that. In today's video, I will be discussing eating disorders and obesity. Initially, when I first got this idea of doing YouTube and having a channel dedicated for the ketogenic diet, I realized as I was going on with each video that diets are great, especially if you have success. And since I'm a professional dieter, I thought I would share with you some of that relative to my eating disorder. And I think that in this country, we don't talk much about eating disorders, or at least not as much as I think we should, to address the issue of obesity in this country. Because in my view of it, in my estimation of it, and having an eating disorder for all these years that I've had it, the epidemic of obesity in this country is mind-blowing. CDC says, according to the last poll, that obesity in this country, 4 in 10 people, which that's 40% of our population, and it seems to be increasing as time goes. And so, you know, I can give you the whole story about my upbringing and so forth and give you an idea, and I'm sure a lot of you would relate to that. But really, what I believe to be true at this time is the need for education. I know I'm only one person, and what could one person do? Well, we're going to find out, because I feel like I'm on this path to help people, and especially people that suffer from obesity and compulsive overeating. You know, I think that this is really a channel for health, even though initially the focus was on the ketogenic diet and ketogenic nutrition. And I feel very strongly, based on my own experience, that for me, that nutrition plan is beneficial and that I could do it for my lifetime, because I see the benefits of it and how incredible it actually has been working for me. But as far as the eating disorders, I just want to touch a bit on that briefly, of my history in my personal life. And my hope is that my sharing this with you all could help at least one person out there, maybe more. But since we have 4 out of 10 of us that are obese in this country, which obesity, by the way, in case you didn't know, means that a person's body mass index is greater than 30. And so I encourage you to look that up, because I don't want to get into a detail about that, but basically it means a person's fat, and there's no other way to say it. There's no way to tiptoe around that. And as far as eating disorders are concerned, I've struggled my whole life with overeating, binge eating, exercise bulimia, and I've had the unfortunate experience of being overweight most of my life. And I've been on diet after diet after diet to try to lose weight. And until I came across a 12-step program called Overeaters Anonymous, in which I learned a whole new way to look at this thing. And, you know, even at my highest weight, 220 some odd pounds, and with a weight loss currently of over 65 pounds, it's still been a challenge, you know, until I got to keto. And I realized that what had happened for me over the years of being on and off diets, and especially the low-fat diets, and maybe you could relate to that, is that what happened was, during my progress with dieting and exercise and so forth, is that actually what I was doing was just encouraging the addiction, where I just craved more and more of those types of foods. So essentially what happened was I could never really get to goal weight because I was sort of circling the drain in a way. And so this brings me to here, fast forward to today. Well, what is this about? What are you talking about? Well, what I'm talking about is, if you or someone in your life has a challenge with overeating or being obese or being overweight even, and wants help, there's help out there. But I feel like we don't talk enough about it, you know, and the obesity epidemic keeps increasing and we keep getting fatter and fatter. And, you know, I just can't sit and not address it. And I know I'm only one person, but the truth is, you know, I just have to do this. When you bring up the idea of obesity, from that, it's a disease, it's an illness. So many diseases come from that. You have higher illness risks for hypertension, high cholesterol, high triglycerides, diabetes, coronary heart disease, stroke, gallbladder disease, osteoarthritis, sleep apnea, low quality of life, and the list goes on and on and on. So I'm basically here as an agent of change, trying to bring forth the importance of getting healthy. And I know I'm just one person, but I'm gonna keep on keeping on with this. And you know, what I'll do in the description down below is I'll put links to different resources, whether it's Overeaters Anonymous or Eating Disorder Association. I will place those down below, and any other resources that I can think of, because I think it's really important. Before I go on to share my food plan with the details of the amounts, because the last video talked about the healthy keto food list, I realized it would be a disservice if I didn't touch on eating disorders and obesity. So I thank you so much for allowing me to bring you this information. If you liked what you heard and if you benefited from it, please share it with other people. But also, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, because I'm getting on a roll, and I want to share more with you all. In the next video after this, I'm going to have, as I said, a detail of what my food plan looks like to share with you, and hopefully encourage you to get healthy. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Over and out. Ciao for now, and I'll see you in the next video.